Hi everybody. So I'm going to put together a series of shorter videos for those times when you don't have the time to do a full-length class. Each one will be focusing on a different part of the body or just a style, maybe a slow flow. So these are for on those days where you still want to get the body moving but you don't have the time. So have your props handy for these classes. I'll put up what area they're focusing for you and just get your mat out and go to it. So I hope you enjoy them. See you soon. Bye. So let's get started. So we're going to start in child's pose for this quick class. So let's just take our knees apart, big toes together, sit back towards the heels and just stretch the hands towards the top of the mat. Take an inhale first. Exhale, bring that forehead down to the mat and just take some nice deep breaths into the belly. Just feeling the spine having a nice stretch to start with. Take one more inhale. Exhale, just lift up the head and walk to the side of the mat. Take an inhale. Exhale, come down. Take one breath and then complete the exhale. Then on your next inhale, walk to the other side of your mat. Take another inhale and then exhale that head down. Breathe into it and out, feeling that stretch on the side. Then come across back to center. And we're just going to come up a little bit. Inhale our right hand up to the ceiling. Exhale, take it through for thread the needle. And drop the ear and the shoulder down. Now your choice, you can either come up on your fingertips a little bit and push into that left hand to create a twist, or just relax the hand down. I'm just going to relax the hand down as it being a morning practice for me. I'm just warming up my body. And then to come out, push into the left hand. Inhale the right hand back up. Exhale, bring it down. Take it to the other side, so inhale up. Exhale, bring it through. Left ear comes down again. If you want to create the twist, just push into that right hand. Otherwise, just rest it. And then get the right hand so that you can push into it. Reach that left hand up as you inhale. Exhale, come down. Come up on all fours. We'll just do some cat-cow. So dropping the belly first, looking up slightly with your inhale. And then rounding the spine, drawing the belly up. Rounding the shoulders as you exhale. Inhale for your cat. Exhale for your cow. So do a few more of these. Complete the exhale. Come back to neutral spine. Stretch out the right leg, with your heel facing back to your mat, toes are tucked, and just open up that hamstring by pushing into the heel. You can rock backwards and forwards if that feels good. Then reach that right foot up, flex a foot. You can either stay here, strengthening your back, or if you'd like to create a little bit of balance, lift the left hand out alongside the ear. Hold here. One more inhale. And as you exhale, bring the left hand down. Bring that right knee up towards the nose and then step it completely through so that you're in a low lunge. Now you might need to wiggle the toe up. Make sure that that knee and ankle are in line. Keep the hip connected to the thigh so that you can feel that it's in that hip crease, and then once you've got that connection and a nice sort of strong engagement in that right leg, inhale those hands up, just getting a little bit of a hip opening on our left side. Then exhale, take the hands down, and we're just going to come back for half splits. So you can either have your toes pointing or your toes flex. Whichever way you do, you're going to get a different stretch. So toes pointing is a stretch more for the top of the ankle, but if you flex a foot back, you'll find a stretch in the hamstring. So wherever you are, just take a bit of an inhale, big inhale, and then exhale, just fold down to where you feel that opening in the hamstring or across the top of the foot. Come back on your inhale into your low lunge. Tuck the toes, step back into downward dog. So just keep this first downward dog fairly, it's a fairly fresh downward dog, so keep those knees bent. You can pedal out one leg and then the other. Take an inhale, and on the next exhale, just come back to your tabletop pose. And we'll take it back to the other side. So reach the left leg back. Push into that heel and just stretch that calf out. And when you're ready, take that left leg up for your spinal balance. Try to keep the hips even, really using your core muscles to bring that leg up and the muscles in your back. Now you can either stay here, or if you'd like to create that little bit of balance, stretch the right hand out. Then bring that right hand down. Inhale the knee in towards the nose, and then step it through for your low lunge. Again, line it up so that the knee is over the ankle. And when you're ready, inhale the hands up, keeping the belly towards the hip crease, really squeezing and engaging both thighs in together so that you're not using the back muscles. Take another inhale, slightly look up. Exhale, bring the hands down and come back into your half splits. So again, you can either have the foot pointing or up. Take an inhale first. Exhale, fold forward to open up that hamstring area. and then come forward. Take the hands either side of the foot, tuck the toes, come up into your downward dog. Pushing the belly back towards the thighs as you bend the knees so you're getting more the length in the spine rather than opening up the hamstrings. Now we're just going to open up our hip area again. So move the right foot sort of into the center of your mat, and as you inhale, lift the left leg up to the ceiling for a three-legged dog. So you can either stay here, or if you want to open up that hip area further, you drop the back foot down, bend the knee and open up the hip. Now we're going to come back to our three-legged dog, and wherever you are, you can either try bringing it up, the left leg up in between the hands by bringing that knee up, or you can grab hold of the foot and bring it up. But once you get there, we're just going to come up, reposition so that when you come up into a high lunge, you've got your feet more on train tracks rather than in line with each other, or parallel actually. So inhale the hands up into a high lunge. Get yourself stable. Place your hands in front of your heart and just step to the top of the mat. Bring your big toes together, knees squeezing together. Sit down in your chair pose. So you can have your hands either in front of your heart in prayer, or you can take your hands up in the traditional chair pose. I'm just going to bring them down in front of my heart. So just settle into this pose. And when you're ready, take the weight into the left foot. We're going to go into standing pigeon. So coming up, bringing the right knee up. Find your point where you can balance. Take that right knee on top of the right ankle, on top of the left knee. And then once you're there, sitting down into your standing pigeon. So still allow yourself a nice straight spine. And then we're going to inhale, come up, bring that knee up again as high as you can. Hold it there. And then carefully take it back behind you, back into that high lunge. Hands come up, inhale. Exhale, take the hands down, step back into your modified plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower to your belly. Inhale, just come up for a low cobra. Exhale, come down, tuck the toes back to your downward dog. Let's go on the other side. So just take the left foot out to the side, to the center, reaching that right leg up to the ceiling. Either stay here or bend the knee and bring the right heel towards your bottom. And when you're ready, inhale, step that foot through up towards in between your hands. Adjust yourself if you need to. Then push into the front leg to come up for your high lunge. So just checking in that you're not putting too much pressure on the lower back. So remember, tilt the pelvis a little bit forward, which means you might need a little bit of a bend in that back leg. Hands come up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Step to the top of the mat. Big toes to touch. Squeeze the knees together. Inhale and then exhale, sit in your chair. to take the weight into our right foot. So as you inhale, bring the left knee up towards our chest, and then take the left ankle on top of the right knee for your standing pigeon, and then exhale, sitting down as though you're sitting in your chair, holding here, finding a point where you can gaze for your balance. Keeping that back nice and straight. Sit a bit deeper. Then inhale, the hands up, knees come up, knee comes up as high as it can, and slowly, with ease and grace, step it through back to your high lunge. Inhale the hands up, exhale, taking the hands down. You can either go straight back to downward dog or come through a vinyasa. So either knees down or knees up. So inhale, come forward to plank. So this time, if you want to come through a vinyasa, you can leave your knees up. Otherwise, just go through the same vinyasa that we did before with knees down. But if you're coming with me, inhale forward, exhale lower halfway to chaturanga, untuck the toes, inhale come up, upward dog, and then exhale come over the toes to downward dog. So that's a more advanced version. Stick to the other first version we did if you're not up to doing the vinyasa with chaturanga. Take a full breath here. Then bring the knees down. Come round to sit on your bottom. And we're just going to do one core exercise. So just bringing your hands out in front. You can either go here, stay here and just lean back for your supported boat, or you can take your feet up. Holding here. And we're going to slowly lower wherever you are. You can have your feet down if this is too much. Keep going all the way to your back. Stretch the hands out once you get there. And we're just going to bend our left foot and bring the right ankle on top of the left knee for reclined pigeon now. And just lift it up. You can either grab hold of the back of the thigh or around the shin. So wherever you are, flex both of the feet and just pull that left knee up towards you. You can squeeze the elbow into the inner right thigh just to open up that right side a little bit more, right hip. Right ankle on top. We're just going to take our hands out to the side and lift up our hips so we can drop our right foot over to the left side. So just a different sort of spinal twist. Pick a 4 spinal twist and look over to the right hand. back up. Take it to the other side, so this time left foot on top of your right knee. Reach through, grab wherever it feels good for you for whenever you're doing this practice. And once you get into that position, just squeeze that right knee up towards the chest. You can use the elbow, the left elbow, to push that left knee out a little bit more. And release. Take the hands out to the side. Just lift the hips up so you can drop that left foot down. Get yourself settled and then look to the left side. And coming back to center, uncross that leg. Bring yourself up into a seated position. And because I don't have, when I do these quick practices, I don't have the time for Shavasana, I usually end in seated. So we'll just shut our eyes down, bring our hands to our heart. And sometimes I like to just think of an affirmation just to remind myself. And today, what it has come to my mind is I am grateful. So as we're sitting here today, just repeat, I am grateful. And we'll just take our thumb up to our third eye region and we'll bow forward. Namaste. So thanks everybody. Hope you enjoyed this. See you next time.